Welcome everybody to my new series on board Carnival Magic. On this series, I will be going over some tips on what to do on board and what to expect from the whole cruise experience. I need to do some housekeeping. I haven't posted new content for a while, but it's because we've been very busy since the beginning of 2018, and that only means lots of content. Well, going back to the series, we booked the Carnival Magic with a different itinerary this time around, but it was changed due to the Hurricane Maria. We ended up doing the same itinerary from the last trip, so we took this opportunity to see it from a different perspective. This time around we did different things, we took different tours, so I just want to share everything that we experienced. But if you're interested in learning more about the Carnival Magic, you're welcome to check out my other videos. We have a whole series on the Carnival Magic that we did last year, and I will start this video showing some of the items that I bring on board in order to be ready for that embarkation day. Because by the time that you get to the port and you forgot something, it's really already too late, especially if you're traveling from afar. I'm a local in Florida, so for me it'll be a challenge, but still I don't want to go through that, so I'll make sure that I bring these items to make my life easier on board. The first two items that I recommend are the magnetic hooks or clips, also a power strip. Check out with your cruise line because they have different policies. It's my understanding that Disney Cruise won't allow power strip with surge protection, so get in touch with before you buy them or bring them on board. But my favorite, I have to say, is the power strip, because once you get on board you realize that you only have 2 outlets, so people will be fighting over them, and by bringing that on board it helps everybody. Everything is so easy after that. And this brings to my third item that I really recommend. Instead of bringing multiple USB chargers for each phone, one for the camera and so on, I bring this USB wall charger. It has 5 USB ports, including a USB Type-C. This helps reducing things to pack, and you have less things to forget, so I highly recommend this. And going back to the magnetic hooks or magnetic clips, they work great for paperwork or hanging clothing, anything that you need to, let's say if you need extra space to set yourself comfortable in your room, these work great, so I highly recommend them too. The other item that I bring on board is previously used debarkation tags. If for whatever reason you need to leave on the last day, you need to leave early, or you don't want to wait until 3 p.m. or you need to catch a plane, you can use them. I use it on the path and I never have a problem, but I only use as needed. I never do that all the time. And with all these electronics, you need a power bank to charge either your phone or your camera, so I always use some sort of a bank for that. On this specific one, it has a flashlight integrated to it, so if for safety reasons, if there's a power outage, it's a great idea to have one. And I have this one that the capacity is slightly bigger, so if you have a bigger phone, that could be a good option. And also if you have tablets, I highly recommend the bigger ones. You can recharge your tablet several times. These have 2 inlets, so I'm gonna be leaving the links on the description of this video so you can take a look at them and choose for yourself. It all depends on what you need. I also bring on board a flashlight, and it could be a lantern, could be a flashlight. These new flashlights, they're very bright, and the size is they're tiny, so you can pack them. They're not really a big chunk of weight. It's very small. It's a small package, and they have a magnetic cap on the back, so you can hang it on the wall or on the ceiling. And for example, this lantern, you can illuminate the whole room if there's a power outage. There's a magnetic cap also, so they're great on an emergency, and I always carry them on board. It's a one thing that I recommend also. And these lead to a new challenge now. I do a lot of videos, so this is a camera stabilizer or gimbal, and the new ones, all of them are using more and more these lithium-ion batteries, and they have more capacity. It makes sense. Flashlights are the same. They're using the lithium-ion batteries. And the solution, the old solution I had was to bring my old trusty full-blown charger. This will get the job done. The only problem with this is it's gonna take a lot of space. It's a unit that is gonna take space on your bag. It's gonna be not really that practical when you want to travel light. So a solution for this problem is this micro charger. Is really convenient. It doesn't weigh anything at all. You can pack it, you won't even know it's there. The cool thing about it is it have all the electronic features of a big one, and it's very convenient. Started using it more and more, and now I can't travel without it. I'll show you how it works. You got these magnets, and technically you identify the polarity. If there's a negative, you put it on the negative, and you plug it in. By doing that, you start charging that battery. Basically, you charge a battery, and also you can discharge a battery or use it to charge a cell phone. You just have to plug it to the other side of the USB plug, and you change that charger and you turn it into a power bank. So this is really cool. I highly recommend it. It doesn't take any space at all. So check it out. I'm gonna put the link also on the description below. But enough with the techie stuff. Let's go over the next question I get a lot when you mention cruising to people. The first thing is, what kind of documents do I need to bring? And the number one question usually is, it's a birth certificate good enough? And a simple answer to that question is yes, you can use it. The problem is, if you're left behind, if the ship sails without you, and you don't have any documents but that birth certificate, it's going to be very difficult for you to travel back to the States. So I highly recommend that you get your passport and carry it with you. So for whatever reason you get left behind, you have the means to go back to either the United States or catch the boat further down on the trip. So that's my recommendation on documents. And at this point, the list is done. I got pretty much everything that I usually carry in the list. And the next step on the trip is technically to get familiar with the ship, get familiar with the stuff that you want to visit. At this point, most people are waiting for the baggage to get to your room. So it's a good time for you to explore the ship and get familiar with it. And also, you need to be part of that safety drill. That's very important. You can't hide. You have to participate. They'll find you. So only after that safety drill is complete, only after that the ship could sail away. And this is the perfect time for the sail away party. Everybody is having fun. Everybody's at the Lido deck. So it's pretty cool. Personally, since I have a family with small children, I basically go back to my room, and at this point pretty much all the luggage is already waiting for us in our room. So we take advantage of that and we start unpacking, getting ready for the next day. After a room is set, we go outside and we start looking for a place to have a light snack, because later on we're gonna have the formal dinner, and if you get full, then you won't take advantage of the formal dinner. If you haven't received your bag and it's time for dinner, don't worry about it. The first night, they understand the dressing code is very casual. As you can see, people dress very casually on that first day. It's just technically a good time to sit back, enjoy your meal, and have plans for what to do next. There's a lot of different activities on board, depending on your age, depending on what you want to do. So at this point, if you want to be on a big party and be part of the entertainment, it's up to you. You can watch a movie on Lido deck. You can search for more food if you really want, or you can even watch a movie on Lido deck while you're in the pool. So it's up to you. So when you're in a cruise, it's all about having fun, and technically you're gonna have a lot of fun on the first day. At this point, we're traveling The next day will be a sea day, and we're gonna be traveling all the way to Costa Maya. So on the next video, I will go over what to do on a sea day. There's a lot of special stuff that they do on sea days. So if you want to know what's going on, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting a new video pretty soon. So at this point, thank you for watching. Have a good day.